Welcome back to Bitesize. Before we jump into today's topic, here's a question. Did you know that some of your daily habits could secretly sabotage your brain's health? Stick around till the end of the video because one of these habits might surprise you, and I'll also share a simple yet effective tip to counteract it. Let's uncover the 12 bad habits that could be damaging your brain. Number 1, the sleep deprivation trap. When we consistently miss out on adequate sleep, we're not just dealing with next-day drowsiness, we're potentially setting the stage for long-term cognitive decline. During sleep, our brain goes through essential processes, including consolidating memories and removing toxins that accumulate during the day. This detoxification process, particularly clearing beta amyloid, a protein linked with Alzheimer's disease, is crucial for maintaining cognitive health. But what happens when we skimp on sleep? Research has shown that chronic sleep deprivation can lead to a range of worrying outcomes. It impairs cognitive functions such as attention, concentration, and problem solving. This means that everyday tasks and decisions become more challenging and can lead to errors in judgment in both personal and professional contexts. Moreover, sleep deprivation has been linked to emotional instability. It can heighten negative mood states like irritability and anxiety, and diminish the capacity for positive emotions, which in turn affects our relationships and overall quality of life. Number 2, the smokescreen. Smoking, often associated with lung damage and heart disease, also poses significant risks to the brain. The chemicals in cigarette smoke, including nicotine, carbon monoxide, and free radicals, have far-reaching effects on the brain's structure and function. One of the primary ways smoking damages the brain is through its effect on cerebral blood vessels. Smoking causes the blood vessels to narrow and harden, a condition known as atherosclerosis. This reduction in blood flow can lead to strokes, which can cause widespread and sometimes irreversible brain damage. Strokes can result in paralysis, speech difficulties, and memory loss, severely impacting an individual's quality of life. Beyond the risk of stroke, smoking also contributes to chronic inflammation within the body, including the brain. This inflammation can accelerate the decline in brain function and is a known risk factor for neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Smokers are at a significantly higher risk of developing dementia compared to non-smokers. This increased risk is partly attributed to the combination of reduced blood flow, inflammation, and oxidative stress caused by the harmful chemicals in cigarettes. 3. The isolation illusion. While solitude can be rejuvenating and is sometimes necessary, excessive isolation is a different story. It's a state that can lead to significant psychological and neurological consequences. Humans are inherently social creatures, and our brains are wired for connection. Finding ourselves in extended periods of isolation disrupts this fundamental aspect of our nature, leading to various negative outcomes. One of the primary effects of prolonged isolation is on mental health. It can lead to increased feelings of depression and anxiety. When we lack regular social interactions, our brain's production of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which play key roles in regulating mood and emotion, can become imbalanced. This imbalance can lead to a downward spiral, where the less we interact with others, the less inclined we feel to seek out socialization, further exacerbating feelings of loneliness and sadness. 4. The sedentary syndrome. This lifestyle, often characterized by long hours sitting at a desk, lounging on a couch, or engaging in activities with little physical movement, poses significant risks to brain health. When we lead a sedentary lifestyle, we inadvertently set the stage for a cascade of physiological changes that can adversely affect our brains. One of the primary concerns with prolonged inactivity is its impact on blood flow and cardiovascular health. Regular physical activity is essential for maintaining healthy blood flow, ensuring the brain receives the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function optimally. A sedentary lifestyle can lead to the development of cardiovascular diseases, which are known risk factors for cognitive decline and dementia. Reduced blood flow can impair cognitive abilities, such as attention and memory, and over time, can lead to more significant cognitive impairments. Number 5, the overeating overload. Overeating, especially regularly, is not just a matter of physical health concerns like obesity and heart disease. It also has profound implications for our brain health. The brain is an energy-intensive organ, and what we eat and how much we eat plays a crucial role in its functioning. Regular overconsumption of food can lead to cognitive impairments. Studies have shown that overeating, particularly high-calorie diets, can impair memory and learning abilities. This is partly because overeating can lead to insulin resistance, a condition commonly associated with type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance impairs the body's ability to regulate blood sugar levels effectively, which can have a knock-on effect on the brain. High blood sugar levels can damage blood vessels in the brain, leading to cognitive difficulties and increasing the risk of stroke and dementia. 6. The junk food jungle. Junk food, characterized by high sugar levels, unhealthy fats, and many additives, can profoundly impact the brain's structure and function. One of the most immediate effects is on cognitive abilities. Studies have shown that diets high in sugar and unhealthy fats can impair memory and learning skills. This is partly because these foods lead to inflammation and oxidative stress, which can damage brain cells. Moreover, consuming junk food has been linked to brain reward system changes. This system, which includes neurotransmitters like dopamine, plays a crucial role in feelings of pleasure and motivation. Junk food can cause an overstimulation of this reward system, much like addictive drugs do, leading to cravings and overconsumption. This not only contributes to unhealthy eating patterns, but can also lead to emotional imbalances, such as increased feelings of anxiety and depression. That's from the volume Vortex. The volume Vortex refers to the potential brain health risks associated with consistently listening to music or sounds at high volumes, mainly through headphones. This habit, often overlooked, can have more profound implications than many realize. Exposing our ears to high decibel levels, especially for prolonged periods, can lead to noise-induced hearing loss. This hearing loss is not just about the inability to hear sounds at lower volumes. It also has significant implications for brain health. Hearing loss due to high-volume exposure can change how the brain processes sound. The brain has to work harder to interpret and make sense of the sounds, leading to cognitive overload. This additional strain can detract from other cognitive functions and lead to faster cognitive decline. Moreover, there's a growing body of research suggesting a link between hearing loss and an increased risk of dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. The theory is that the brain's increased effort to comprehend sounds might lead to structural changes in brain areas responsible for processing sound and speech, affecting cognitive health. Number 8, the darkness dilemma. The darkness dilemma refers to the impact of insufficient exposure to natural light on our brain's health and functioning. Light is crucial in regulating our body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm, influencing various biological processes, including sleep, hormone production, and mood regulation. Spending excessive time in dimly lit environments or exposure to inadequate natural light can disrupt this circadian rhythm, leading to mental and cognitive issues. One of the most immediate effects of inadequate light exposure is on our sleep patterns. Natural light, particularly in the morning, helps to reset our circadian clock and promotes wakefulness. Without this reset, our sleep-wake cycle can become disrupted, leading to problems like insomnia or irregular sleep patterns. This disruption affects our energy levels and mood during the day, and over time can also harm our overall brain health, similar to the effects of sleep deprivation. 9. The pessimism pitfall. When we constantly engage in negative thought patterns, it's not just our mood that's affected. Our brain's structure and function can also be altered. Pessimism and chronic stress are closely linked, and this stress response triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that, in high levels, can be toxic to the brain. Prolonged exposure to cortisol can lead to the atrophy of the hippocampus, a critical brain area involved in memory and learning. It can also inhibit the birth of new neurons, a process known as neurogenesis. Moreover, pessimism can create a chain reaction within the brain, influencing our overall mental health. Negative thinking patterns are associated with a heightened risk of developing mood disorders such as depression and anxiety. These conditions in turn can further exacerbate negative thinking, creating a vicious cycle that can be challenging to break. Research has shown that individuals who frequently engage in negative thoughts or rumination tend to have more amyloid and tau deposits in their brains, which are hallmark indicators of Alzheimer's disease. This suggests a potential link between pessimism and an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. 10. The health hazard ignorance. Often we underestimate the interconnectedness of our body's systems and how issues in one area can significantly impact our brain health. For instance, conditions like hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol don't just affect the heart or the endocrine system. They also have direct and indirect consequences on our brain's functioning and health. Take hypertension as a prime example. This condition, often termed the silent killer, can lead to damage in the brain's blood vessels. Over time, this damage can result in cognitive decline, and in severe cases, it can lead to stroke, where parts of the brain are damaged due to lack of blood flow. Similarly, diabetes, characterized by high blood sugar levels, can lead to inflammation and vascular damage, which not only increases the risk of stroke but also can lead to the development of cognitive impairments and Alzheimer's disease. Number 11, the digital daze. The digital daze refers to excessive screen time's cognitive and psychological effects becoming increasingly prevalent in our digitally dominated world. Spending a large portion of our day staring at screens, whether for work, social media, gaming, or streaming services, can have several adverse effects on our brain health and overall well-being. Firstly, excessive screen time, especially before bed, can significantly disrupt our sleep patterns. The blue light emitted by screens inhibits the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep-wake cycles. This disruption can lead to difficulty falling asleep, poor sleep quality, and the same risks associated with sleep deprivation, such as impaired cognitive function and mood disturbances. 12. The hydration hiccup. Our brains are approximately 75% water, and slight dehydration can significantly impact cognitive function and overall brain health. When we don't drink enough water, our brain cells lose efficiency, leading to cognitive impairments. Dehydration can affect concentration, memory, and learning. Even mild dehydration, which can occur before we feel thirsty, can decrease attention span and short-term memory issues. This is particularly concerning in situations that demand high levels of concentration, such as driving, studying, or working. Furthermore, dehydration can negatively impact mood and increase feelings of anxiety and fatigue, making day-to-day activities feel more challenging and less enjoyable. And there you have it, Brainiacs, 12 habits that could harm your brain. Now remember the question at the beginning? The surprising habit is the digital daze. And the simple tip? Implement a no screens rule an hour before bed. This small change can significantly improve your sleep quality and brain health. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe to Brain Bitesize for more brain-boosting content. Please share in the comments which habit you'll change, or any other brain health topics you'd like us to cover. Until next time, keep your brain in check and your habits healthy.